And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And able to find Dorsett. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
At the 46-yard
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. He'll find Metcalf. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Wilson to throw. And he finds Penny. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Throwing now is Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Second and 2. They'll look to throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Rashad Penny. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And with 4 seconds remaining, they will call the timeout. So just enough of a cushion there to bring on the field goal unit and try to send this one to the extra session. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming.
A 28-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Jason Myers to kick off.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. Another run here with Sanders. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive.
And it's 3rd down.
And he connects with Ertz. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A gain of 13.
Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Overtime here out west, and you got a team from the Eastern time zone. Maybe their body clock's a little thrown off, or is that overhyped?
I don't think it's overhyped, and I think that for most teams, you're hoping that your mind overrules your body, because your body's looking for slippers and bedtime clothes, right? They're looking for the pajamas. But in this case, you've got to stay with it mentally. And what a lot of teams do, they never change their watches. They always say on East Coast time and just go ahead that way to try and defeat any of the effects of moving to the West.
And 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Wentz again. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Second and 11. Now what can Wilson do here in the OT? And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now here's Michael Dixon on for a very important punt here in overtime. Here comes Rager. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down.
1st down.
Shotgun now for Wentz.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards there. 1st down.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to